14.3% of Canada's electricity comes from 19 nuclear reactors across the country. Powering each reactor is 200 tons of the radioactive substance, uranium. Cameco is a company that mines and produces uranium and fuel, contributing to the defossilization of energy sources. As one of the leading uranium mining companies in the world, Cameco provides nuclear fuel products that contribute to emission-free power sources. Cameco primarily has operations in North America and Kazakhstan. Unlike other commodities, uranium does not trade on the open market, so investing in this source of energy requires a different approach. The only ways to do so are through uranium-focused mining companies like Cameco, uranium royalty companies, or uranium ETFs. Cameco aims to provide the world with clean air energy with the overall goal to generate safe and reliable, emission-free nuclear power. According to the 2022 World Energy Outlook report, electricity generation is expected to move away from fossil fuels and increase in renewables, including nuclear energy. Today we have CG analyst Katie Lachapelle to discuss Cameco and their operations in the nuclear energy sector. So Katie, can you tell us a bit about the supply and demand of uranium, especially since the spike in spot price around 2007?
Yeah, we could probably spend over an hour chatting on this, but the uranium market's gone through a really big transition over the last decade. A critical turning point would have been the Fukushima disaster, which was in 2011. That's when governments took a number of nuclear reactors offline, and this demand slowdown was also met with a flood of new production coming out of Kazakhstan. So what you saw was the market transition into a period of significant oversupply. However, over the last few years, that's completely shifted. Demand continues to grow year over year. You're seeing governments commit to nuclear, recommit to keeping reactors online, and a lot of this is driven by climate change and then the ongoing energy crisis. At the same time, if you look at the supply side of the equation, supply of uranium is sitting near a 12-year low, and we're already in a structural deficit. So uranium demand last year from reactors alone was about 180 million pounds. Uranium supply was 123 million pounds. So looking forward, we are going to need higher prices. We're going to need new mines to come online. So I think the outlook here is very, very bullish from a supply-demand perspective.
So uranium is different than other commodities as it doesn't trade on an open market. Can you maybe discuss a bit more about elements like this versus commodities that do trade openly?
Yeah, uranium's completely different. It's primarily based on long-term contracts, and those are signed between utilities, so the fuel buyers who are buying the uranium to put into a nuclear reactor to make it work, and the uranium producers like Cameco. So while there is an active uranium spot market, it's thinly traded, it's not the fundamental market. The majority is a long-term contract business. Typically, an increase in long-term contracting has been a leading indicator of when you go into a uranium bull cycle.
So Katie, what is your view on nuclear as a clean energy source moving forward?
I don't think we on a global scale can reach our carbon emission targets unless nuclear is a part of the equation. It's the least carbon intensive of really any of the large baseload powers. It's incredibly reliable. So what you're seeing as a result of that is you're seeing a number of countries recognize that. For example, in the European Union, they actually put nuclear as in their sustainable taxonomy as green. And you're really seeing a big push and a recognition for nuclear as a carbon-free source of baseload power going forward.
So in your recent research report, it stated that the company is in arguably the best position it has been in nearly a decade because of the McArthur River project. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. They're currently in the process of restarting McArthur River, which is its mine in Saskatchewan. It's one of the best uranium mines in the world. So I would say Cameco's, one, has a great asset base. Two, the fundamentals for uranium are extremely strong. So I continue to expect them to be successful in term contracting. I expect them to ramp up McArthur River, see a significant improvement in free cash flow. So yeah, we're definitely bullish on Cameco going forward.
Katie, thank you for meeting with us today. Cameco has a buy rating from Canaccord Analyst, and we look forward to seeing how this company performs in the clean energy sector. If you would like to talk to a cash management advisor about this company, please feel free to reach us at 604-643-0101.